Last train through black water whistled underneath the rain. I stood beside the platform with my father's silver cane. He worked those tracks for 40 years, through summer dust and cold. Said a man should know what he is leaving before the wheels begin to roll. But I boarded without looking, with his warning in my head. Chased a life beyond the county while his letters went unread. Last train through black water, carry every restless name. Some men leave to find their freedom, some return beneath the shame. Last train through black water, don't leave before the dawn. I played guitar in Birmingham, slept above a roadside bar. Every room was full of strangers, every home was twice as far. Then my sister sent a message, said he waits beside the line, keeps your old room ready, though he's running out of time. I reached Blackwater near midnight, but the final bell had rung. His coat remained behind the counter, and my name was on his tongue. Some trains carry people, some carry years away. Some sons hear their fathers clearly only when there's none left to say. Last train through Blackwater, carry what I cannot change. I was searching for tomorrow while my home became a grave. Last train through Blackwater, let the morning find me here. I placed his cane beside the signal, lit the lamp above the track. Then the last train crossed the river, and I did not follow back. woke the house before the dawn. I was standing in the kitchen where my mother's chair was gone. Her cup was by the window, her coat still on the wall. And every drop above me sounded like a distant call. I left her with a promise that I'd soon be coming through. But the years became a highway, and the highway hid the truth. Rain on the old tin roof, keep falling soft and slow. Wash the dust from every memory I was too afraid to know. Rain on the old tin roof, let the dark night understand. A house can wait for many years, but time won't wait for any man. My sister found me in Memphis, playing songs beneath the sun. She said, Mama kept your bedroom just the way you left behind. I came home one winter evening, but the fire had turned to gray. She had gone 3 weeks before me, with my name in every prayer. I sat beside the window and held her faded shawl. Then the rain began above me, like forgiveness through the hall. Turn too late to mend. Still a man can honor love by how he lives after the end. Rain on the old tin roof, keep falling till the light. The mothers left there waiting for the sons who lost the night. Rain on the old tin roof, cannot give her back the years, but I can face what I've done. I lit a lamp beside the window as the sky began to blue. And the rain on the old tin roof carried one last song to you. Dust on the southbound rail, red sun sinking through the trees. I waited by the crossing with the night around my knees. Your name was on the ticket that I never let you use. You asked me for a reason, I gave you one more excuse. The train pulled out at midnight while you stood beneath the light. I told myself I needed freedom, but I carried you all night. Dust on the southbound rail, cover every track I made. Every mile became a memory, every promise slowly faded. Dust on the southbound rail, let the cold wind speak your name. I played guitar in Biloxi, worked the docks in New Orleans, shared my room with empty bottles and the ghosts of broken dreams. Then I heard you found another, someone steady, someone kind. He gave you all the quiet I was always leaving behind. I came back through the crossing, but your house was dark and still. Only weeds around the doorway and your name upon the hill. Some trains leave with thunder, some leave without a sound. Some men spend their whole lives searching for the love they turned around. Dust on the southbound rail, cover what I cannot change. I was chasing something distant while my heart remained the same. Dust on the southbound rail. Let the morning find me gone. I laid the unused ticket where the grass had crossed the line. Then the southbound train went rolling through another life than mine. There's a road beyond the old mill where the weeds have crossed the stone. I walk there every Sunday when I still believed in home. My father worked that water wheel. My mother kept the flame. And every night across the field I heard them call my name. But I left before the harvest with a hunger in my chest. I thought a man could find his freedom by forgetting all the rest. On the road beyond the mill, every shadow knows me still. Every mile I put behind me led me back against my will. On the road beyond the mill, where the river bends below, you can silence every memory, but the heart will always know. I worked the docks in Mobile, played for strangers after dark, kept my father's silver lighter, though it never held a spark. Then a letter found me waiting in a room above a bar. It said, your mother left this morning, and your father won't last far. I reached home beneath the moonlight, but the house was standing bare. Only one old coat was hanging, and his lighter on the chair. Some men learn through losing. Some truths arrive too late. Some doors stay open quietly, while pride stands at the gate. On the road beyond the mill, every shadow knows me still. I cannot change the years I wasted, but I can choose the road ahead. On the road beyond the mill, let the morning find me slow. I came back with empty hands, but I finally came back home. And now I tend the broken water wheel and keep one lantern burning low for every restless child who leaves, and every tired soul coming home. Before the morning, with the fog above the track, took my coat, my father's pocket watch, swore I won't come back. The river held the moonlight like a blade across the black. And every mile kept whispering, river, don't call me back. River, don't call me back. I have carried all I can. Every bend knows what I bury. Every bridge knows who I am. River, don't call me back. Let the current take my past. I have spent my whole life running, but a man can't run that fast. I found work down in Memphis, played for coins and slept alone. Learned a crowd can shout your name and never make a place feel home. Then a letter found my table with my mother's handwriting. Your father waits beside the water, though he barely says a thing. River, don't call me back. I have carried all I can. Every bend knows what I bury. Every bridge knows who I am. River, don't call me back. Let the current take my past. I've spent my whole life running, but a man can't run that fast. I reached the house at sundown, saw one lamp behind the screen. My father looked much smaller than the man he'd always been. I laid his watch beside him, said, I wasted what you gave. He said, time was never wasted if it brings a sinner home. We sat until the fire died, no sermon and no blame. Outside the river kept on calling, but it did not sound the same. I cannot mend the winters, I cannot raise the dead, but I can stay through morning and mean the words I said. River, you can call me back. I am done with running blind. Every bend can hold a memory without owning all my mind. River, you can call me back. Let the old water roll. I came home with empty pockets, but I finally brought my soul. Keep the lamp beside the window, let the night move down the track. I am home beside the river, and I won't be running back.
matchbox by the bedside, with your name beneath the lid. You kept every little promise, even those I never did. I left town before the harvest with a coat and borrowed fare. Said the world was waiting for me while you stood there on the stair. I carried that matchbox through every town and sin. Like a light I kept beside me, but was too afraid to let in. Matchbox by the bed, hold the fire I left behind. One small flame can show a man what pride has made him blind. Matchbox by the bed, keep your silence through the night. I came home too late for yesterday, but not too late to lie. Your sister met me at the doorway, said she waited through the spring. Then she laid your box beside her with your wedding ring. I sat down where you once rested while the rain crossed through the pine. Struck one match and watched it tremble like your hand had touched mine. I cannot ask the dead to answer, I cannot change the road I chose, but I can stay beside this window till the final darkness goes. Some love leaves without a warning, some regret arrives too slow. Still a flame can guide the living where the lost no longer go. Matchbox by the bed, now the room is warm and bright. For the hearts that keep on waiting, for the ones who fear the light. Matchbox by the bed, I will keep your memory near, not to live inside the sorrow, but to face another year. traced a ring beside the matchbox as the morning crossed the floor. Then I opened every curtain, and I did not run anymore. I found your ribbon by the roadside, where the willow branches lean, still the same pale shade of blue from the summer we were 17. The old bridge shook beneath the thunder as the river climbed the stone. I remembered how you asked me not to leave you there alone. Old bridge in the rain, you still know the sound of her name. Every board beneath my footsteps carries sorrow, carries blame. Old bridge in the rain, let the dark water roll. I can hide from every memory, but I cannot hide my soul. I chased work through Louisiana, played my songs in empty bars, kept your picture in my jacket under tickets, dust and scars. Then a letter reached my table from your sister down the line. They said she waited every autumn till she finally stopped with time. I came home before the sunrise, but the house was cold and bare. Only one white candle burning, and your ribbon on the chair. Some promises die slowly, some regrets refuse to fade. Some men find the road back home after love has gone away. You still know the sound of her name. Every drop against the timber falls like mercy, falls like shame. Oh, bridge in the rain, let the morning find me here. I cannot bring her back to waiting, but I can face the truth I feel. I tied the ribbon to the railing where the river touched the plain. Then I crossed that bridge of daylight and left my pride there in the rain.
Last light on River Street fell across the loading yard. I stood beside the warehouse with your letter in my hand. The windows all broken, the river smelled of rain. Heard the evening whistle call the workers home again. I used to meet you by the water when the summer days ran long. You said my restless heart would leave before it learned where it belonged. Last light on River Street shine across the muddy ground for the ones who left in silence, for the love they never found. Last light on River Street, stay until the night comes down. I took a train to Memphis, played my songs beneath the smoke, spent my years with passing faces and believe the lies I spoke. Then your letter found my table, faded thin, written slow. It said I waited through the winters, but I finally let you go. I came back without a warning, found your doorway painted white. There was laughter in the kitchen and another man inside. Some hearts wade through thunder, some learn when to close the door. Some men find the road back home and find it is their home no more. Last light on River Street shine across the years I lost. Every mile I call my freedom had a heavier kind of cost. Last light on River Street, fade behind me when I leave. I folded up your letter, placed it underneath a stone. Then the last light left the river, and I walked the tracks alone. Low moon over Highway 9, silver on the empty road. I passed the station where my father used to sell the oil and coal. The windows wore a coat of dust, the pumps were bent and dry, but one old sign still moved above me, creaking in the midnight sky. I left him there one winter, said his world was far too small. He said a road can take you anywhere and still leave you with nothing at all. Low moon over Highway 9, shine upon the miles I crossed. Every town gave me a shadow, every year showed what I lost. Low moon over Highway 9, guide me through the pine. I heard he kept the station open long after traffic moved away, a lantern burning by the window for the son who would not stay. Then a letter found me sleeping in a room above a bar. It said your father closed his eyes, still listening for your call. I reached the station before sunrise, found his coat behind the door, and the ledger on the counter with my name on every page. Find a future, some return to face the past. A road can run for many miles, but every road must end at last. keep his light away. Low moon over Highway 9. Let the morning find me home. I filled the lamp beside the window, turn the old sign toward the road. Then the low moon faded slowly as the eastern sky began to glow.
One lamp in the rain, burning by the ferry gate. I stood beneath the cypress, knowing I had come too late. The river climbed the landing, the wind moved through the pine, and every drop reminded me of hands I left behind. My mother kept that lantern in the window every night. She said, no road is dark forever when someone holds a light. One lamp in the rain, keep burning through the cold, for the sons who leave too early, for the hearts that still hold on. One lamp in the rain, guide the restless home again. I spent my years in Memphis, playing songs for passing men. Every night began with music, every morning asked me when. Then my sister sent a letter with one sentence written plain: Mama left the lamp still burning, though she won't be here again. I reached the ferry after midnight, found the house without a sound, but the lantern by the window still cast gold across the ground. Some lights wake through sorrow,
Some burn after love is gone. Some men find their way by following what they should have followed all along. One lamp in the rain, you kept burning through the cold. For the fool who chased the highway, for the man returning old. One lamp in the rain, let the morning find me home. I carried in the lantern, placed it where her Bible lay. Then the rain moved past the river, and the darkness turned to gray.
A cold wind crossed through Clarksdale when the evening train rolled by. Dust was turning in the doorway underneath the copper sky. I stood outside the old hotel where I left you years ago. The rooms were dark, the sign was broken, but one window held a glow. A cold wind over Clarksdale, I carry what I could not say. And take the words I left behind when I chose to walk away. A cold wind over Clarksdale, blow this restless night apart. I can leave this town behind me, but I cannot leave my heart. I told you fame was calling, that my songs wouldn't make us proud. But the road gave me its silence after promising a crowd. The old hotel man found me, said she waited through the rain. Then she took a train to Jackson and never spoke your name. He gave me one old letter, a faded yellow sealed in blue. It said I kept forgiving until forgiveness broke me too. Some doors close without anger, some goodbyes make no sound. Some men spend their whole lives turning back toward the love they let down. A cold wind over Clarksdale and carry one last song away. For the woman who stopped waiting, for the man who would not stay. A cold wind over Clarksdale, let the morning find me here. I cannot change the road behind me, but I can face what brought me near. The train pulled out by morning, and I watched it fade from view. Then the cold wind crossed through Clarksdale and carrying my song to you.